Hi. I just want to quickly talk about signs of unhealthy boundaries in the round pen, but it also kind of applies when you're in the arena or even grooming them. Big boundaries in the round pen include being generally having poor body awareness and awareness of your energetic field surrounding your body. Also, working too close to the horse in the round pen is not going to work. You have to have some distance, and you should be using tools like a carriage whip. This is a carriage whip, and it's just really an extension of my arm to help guide the horse. It's not to hit the horse, it's just to help guide as an extension of your arm. So that's a great tool to use, and everybody should be using it when they're in the round pen. Failing to maintain appropriate space and cushions. That means between you, the person, and the horse and the rail. You always want to try to keep the horse between you and the rail. You don't want to get in between the rail and the horse, because just like she's doing right now, she may just come over and push against me, and rails don't give. So you can get really hurt doing that. So other unhealthy boundaries: not noticing when the horse is having an emotional reaction or is having no reaction. The boundary should be permeable to let useful information in, accurately reading those small signals from the horse, like I was talking about with the ears, her body language, if she's looking away, if she's paying attention, or if she's completely oblivious and not connecting with you at all. And another unhealthy boundary in the round pen is not asking for help when you really want it, or falling apart so someone else will take care of you. You don't want that either. Or letting others define your reality. So what does that mean? That means when you're having some kind of experience or you're feeling a certain way, trust that. Trust that it's going to, that's your experience. Sorry, a plane is going over really close. So trust your own experience. That's the whole point of that. And pushing emotions at a horse who is not inviting it, whether it's touch or attention. If the horse is completely not wanting to be involved, turning their head, moving away, that is not going to work. So be aware of that. And expecting too much too soon from a horse. We might go into the round pen for the first time, and you think that you're going to have this wonderful experience, and so you're kind of expecting more. And really, we want you just to be in the moment and experience what you're experiencing, and not be worried that something is or isn't going to happen emotionally for you. Falling in love with a horse before you know him. Mia is actually one of our horses. She's actually quite beautiful, and people, see that and they kind of fall in love, but they don't know her. She actually can be very frightful. She can bite, like I said in the last video, if she's frustrated. So that's something to be aware of. If a horse is also inquisitive of you, let them be. Of course, with the boundaries, you have to be very careful with that. You don't want them to be nibbling on you or biting your clothes, because sometimes they can take more than just clothes. So, but they can come up and be inquisitive. That's what their nature is. Allowing a horse with questionable intentions into your personal space. You have to be very careful of that. Again, like I was saying about biting, it's something horses can do to each other. When it's a person, it's not so fun. So, you kind of have to have that boundary and make sure you're not letting them into your personal space if they're being questionable. Going against your own rights or boundaries to be nice to the horse, that's not okay. So we want you to be very expressive and tell us what's going on, and not let your own personal boundaries be interfered with. An unhealthy boundary that's very common in the round pen is not noticing when the horse invades your boundary. A lot of times people aren't paying attention to that, and you don't want them up in your space unless you're, of course, asking them to be. Accepting touch that you don't want. That's really interesting about horses. Everybody wants to go up to a horse and, love on them and pet them and everything. And not every horse, might not want their face touched or something like that. You know, Mia sometimes is good about that. Sometimes she doesn't want her face touched. So that's something we kind of have to learn as a society, is just the boundaries of touch. So taking as much as you can for your own reassurance or emotional need, unhealthy boundary. Another one is allowing the horse to take as much as he can from you. That they can be pushy, and they might want to come up and get in your space and be very pushy, and that is not okay in the round pen. And believing the horse knows or can anticipate your needs. They are amazing sentient beings, but they don't. Oh, Jack is behind the camera knocking it over. Jack, go. Believing the horse knows or can anticipate your needs. They can't. They might feel your emotion. They might feel your feelings, you know, your expressions of how you interact with them, but they're not going to be mind readers, okay? And so Jack is disturbing my video, so I guess I'm going to be done. Thanks. Bye.